Howdy, my name is Bernardo Espinal from Nardio.net, and today we're going to be going over what came out at Nova Open and a few other really cool things. So let's start. So there's a whole bunch of Space Marine stuff that came out that was pretty interesting. A lot of it was what people were expecting, so there's not really much mind-blowing things, but a few things did look cool. I really like how the Chaplain Terminator armor looked when he had his helmet on. I thought that was pretty awesome. The Jump Pack Marines look pretty cool. I don't really see myself playing with them much, honestly, but they do look really nice and look like a fun painting project. And that's going to be kind of like a lot of what happens with what I saw at Nova Open. Like I said before in a video I did previously, there's not much that I want. I have a lot of what I want, and I don't really feel like adding to my pile of shame / pile of goals unless it's really interesting. That said, a bunch of this looks like really cool painting projects, and I would put most of the Space Marines that way. Now, the Jump Pack Marines do look cool to me, but I don't know. I'm not like sold on them yet. Now, the Codex seems interesting. This has been brought up by a few other people already, but it seems like they're going to add a lot of new ways to play, and I kind of wonder if simplified, not simple, is going to go away once the Codex comes, because I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of enhancements and stratagems, and we're going to go back to 9th edition, just too much stuff to keep track of. We'll see. So yeah, the scouts were revealed. They look okay. Honestly, I'm just not sold. They just look less derpy than last time. I don't know. I really hope these guys aren't the new kill team. I really hope it's something. I'd love to see Xenos, but they're cool looking. They're better looking. They're in line with the Primaris stuff. Funny enough, now they got rid of the derpy scouts. I would like to paint up a derpy older scout just for the fun of it. These guys are cool, but they're just, I don't know. It really doesn't do it for me. All right, so Trug the Troggoth King painting project. He's okay looking, kind of cool, kind of stupid to me. That like they're like, oh yeah, civilization was built on top of him, but he doesn't seem big enough for real civilization. Like now, part of like a portal was, but they kept the guy announcing it at Nova Open was like, oh, they built a whole place around him and they didn't even know he was there, so like drawing on his belly and his arms. I'm like, it kind of just seems dumb. Maybe he was just asleep. But he looks okay. He looks cool and fun. I kind of like what the person presenting said, that he doesn't know what the magical thing on his back does, but hitting it makes some things happen. That sounds fun. That sounds really fun and cool, and I'd love to see that in game. So yeah, I kind of like this figure more with his group. Like doing the entire group seems like a more fun project, because for me, I would like try to tie them all together and tie them in together visually. But yeah, I don't know. This really just doesn't do it for me that much. Maybe if I had spare cash to spare, I would. But the Dawnbreakers book 2, I'm very interested in. I just really, really wish they weren't like overcharging so much for their books recently, because I'm here for the lore and maybe the gameplay scenarios. But as much as Games Workshop is charging for this stuff, I feel like it's something that's just going to pass me by. All right, now we get to what excited me. I always like the idea of the Iron Jaws, and the Iron Jaws look cool in animation and comic and like other forms, but the figures they had for the Iron Jaws currently go from kind of cool to derpy, chibi size things. Like I feel like honestly a lot of the Age of Sigmar range needs a refresh, and I'm happy to see the Iron Jaws getting a little bit of love, and I think these new figures look sensational. These guys make me, I kind of wanted to start an Iron Jaw army already, but these guys really sell it for me, because I just love this. I love this so much. I think these guys look great. I think the proportions look better. I think they look fierce. These guys look like, for me, how they should look based on what the lore says they should. And they kind of look like how they look in the Warhammer animations that I've seen so far. So I'm excited for this. I like that the supplement is going to be a free PDF download. That's great. So wins all around. And then, best of all, this little guy. When I saw this little squiggy dude, I was just like, oh my god, I want him. And the fact that he comes with this cool dude here, I would definitely see myself buying these two as a painting project. Even if I don't make an Iron Jaw army, I want to paint these guys up. I'm really excited about that. Next, I honestly don't care about Horus Heresy. I don't, but I like mechs. And this is one cool ass looking mech, and I want. And that's it. That's pretty much all I want from the Horus Heresy stuff. I think this mech is badass. I think there's a dreadnought that came out last year that was pretty cool looking. But this, I mean, Armored Core just came out. I kind of hope the Warhammer goes and does a, what is it called? They work with them in some way and get this skin in game because I want it. All right. So Warcry set. My kitten's are acting up. I love this Hunter and Hunted. I think the name is stupid. I think it should be Hunter and Hunter or Hunter X Hunter if you want to go weeby. But like both sides are hunting each other, and I feel like this set looks about right to me. Like these dudes look like the townsfolk dudes who would go out and hunt for whatever. They look equal parts scared and ready to kill something, and they have some doggos, which I'm kind of getting tired of so far with cats. But I also I feel like these guys look good, and they do look like, again, like I said before, like who would be sent out to kill monsters. The monsters look sensational. Like I don't even play Warcry, but I want to buy these guys. I would love to buy this set if it's sanely priced. And I love how it only comes with one piece of terrain. Hopefully this comes at a budget-ish price where you can just get both factions. Like realistically, if these two factions were in the start, if this was the starter set and it came with maybe a little bit more terrain for the $100 they're asking for the other one, I could totally understand if it had the walkthrough rules for all of that. But yeah, I'm getting distracted on all that. But I like it. I love the way both of these guys look. And even if I don't end up playing Warcry, I would love to add these guys to my pile of shame and eventually get to them because I just think they look sensational. And I love the new lore of what happens when you just don't feed these dudes. They get all feral. What happens if they do get fed? Maybe now they're always going to be feral because they're always going to be this hungry. Who knows? But this is one of those bits of news that came out that had me very happy. Okay. Very, very, very happy here. And I might have a spoiler and a thing for the Blitz Bowl community here too. So when Jazz and I saw this Blood Bowl team, the vampire team, we were both happy. We both loved how they look. And then it made me very happy because I already have a vampire team for Blitz Bowl. I got them from onlygames.co, and they suck. Quality's garbage, and I overpaid for them. This set I would happily pay for because I feel like I can make two great Blitz Bowl teams from it. They look really interesting. I love all of, like the head options. I just want these guys. And there's already vampire rules for the Blitz Bowl community. So I'm buying this. I know how I was saying before, I'm not buying this stuff, but I'm buying this and I'm so happy to. Like, I kind of wish it was for pre-order. I hope these come before October, because if so, we're gonna have some Halloween October Halloween month games, and the vampires are gonna be in. I'm gonna buff them because the rules for the community teams are kind of weak. But oh my god, look how cool these guys are. Look at this paint job. This is everything I wanted from them. I love this. Oh, I mean, I can't paint this well, but I want them. I love this, and I'm getting this. But wait, Bernardo, you play Blitz Bowl. You don't play Blood Bowl. You're right. But when this video premiered, I commented on the page. So miraculously, the Warhammer community on YouTube is allowing comments. And now, this is now 1,000,000,000% confirmed. You heard it here first. Make Blitz Bowl rules for these. Please support the games and give us players a reason to buy more from you. Hopefully they will be coming. Official response from the Warhammer community team. You know what that means? Confirmed for Blitz Bowl. Absolutely confirmed. This is happening. Heard it here first. I am so hyped. I mean, I'm half joking here, but it's weird to me that, that they would respond to this that way, because usually my comments don't show up. But this response, I would say 1,000,000% confirmed. We're getting the vampires in Blitz Bowl. Blitz Bowl is getting expansion. Blitz Bowl isn't dead. More Blitz Bowl content on the way. I'm so happy. I'm so friggin' happy there. All right. So this was a surprising one for me. More Warhammer Underworld. I mean, you knew there was going to be a new one. You knew they were going to a new location. And Death Gorge honestly sounds stupid to me. I'm not a fan of the underwatery sort of realm stuff. It's kind of like, well, how do they breathe? I don't know. It's just weird to me because I know the last one they had underwater, I just couldn't like wrap my head around it. But the minis are cool, and more importantly, Jazz likes the minis a lot. So, from my understanding, this is they supposedly streamlined the rules and fixed things a lot more. So hopefully, this is a better starting off point than the last Warhammer Underworld set goes. And now, Jazz and I were talking about getting the new Underworld starter set as a new board game, and as probably a better way to get us into the game, something a little more simplified. But Death Gorge, I don't know. Do we? She likes the minis more here, and that's like 99% of the purchase idea there. But I kind of like the intro minis. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Do we get Death Gorge? Do we get the starter set? I don't know. But I dig the minis here. I think they look cool. I always love Slaaneshi dudes. They always intimidate me painting them, but looks interesting. And these dudes here are fun. And best of all, Jazz likes both teams. So yeah, and then the best part is no one here is really a good guy or a bad guy. I guess the Slaanesh ones are kind of bad guys, but yeah, this was cool. I might unexpectedly get this to play. Now, this is just a painting project for me. I think this is just super pretty. This reminds me of 80s heavy metal, heavy fantasy, beautiful stuff, and it's just pretty. And this is, I don't think I'm good enough to paint this yet, but I'd love to give it a try. This is just gorgeous. I just want to buy this as a painting project to put on the shelf and hopefully get to. Speaking of painting project, dude, I was squeeing when this came out. Like, I was so happy because he looks amazing. The dude looks amazing. And my favorite part is when we started when this video started playing, showing Fulgrim, Jazz immediately interrupts. I'm like, and she said, "Is that the guy who bitched Gilliman?" I'm like, "Yes, that is the guy who bitched Gilliman." I'm so excited for this. I mean, if there's a reason to get me into Horus Heresy besides that mecha dude, it's this. Oh, I love it. This is a scary, beautiful model to me. This is something, again, I would buy tomorrow if I had the money, and I would put on a shelf until I get a house, and then make this the centerpiece of my game room if I could ever afford a game room. But this is a beautiful painting project. I'm super hyped for this. Now, other news. Let's get off the Games Workshop stuff. This is not going to be a Games Workshop fanboy channel. I'm going to start putting a whole bunch of other things on here. So Mantic Games is working with the Worms video game company to do a Worms board game. It's already been funded. It looks like a fun game. I looked at some gameplay for it, and I'm kind of interested. I'm not happy about the price, $101-ish. I think shipping is excluded, and it looks like a fun game, but that's a lot of money to ask. So it comes with a lot of stuff. It looks like it has a lot of replay and random stuff that happens in it. And I don't know, I'm torn between it, but if any of you guys are fan of the Worms games, or just looking for a new game to try and probably back, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty sure this is going to be a safe bet because this is pushed forward by Mantic Games. They're a respected company. They pushed out plenty of successful projects before. It's working with a big IP. And so I feel like this is a safe investment if you really want to give them a try. But I don't know. $100. Oh, Joe Biden has made things way too expensive. Next, I have been hopelessly addicted to Hearthstone recently, to my detriment for my productivity. And the newest season of Battlegrounds. I don't know if you guys played Hearthstone. I'm not really a fan of supporting Blizzard anymore because of all the crazy stuff they've been doing with their games and the way they have dropped the ball in World of Warcraft. But Hearthstone, for a while, was really good. For a while, was pretty balanced, and then it went crazy. But then they released Battlegrounds, which is you can do free to play, totally, and it has been a huge time sink for me, and I love it. It's a pick up and play game. I love to start having games of this going on my Discord community, or if I start streaming on YouTube and having games go on there. I like it a lot. If you haven't tried Hearthstone Battlegrounds, I recommend it. This new season is It's fun. It's a little frustrating too because some of these anomalies are a little crazy, but I'm having a good time and I'm discovering new ways to play because they're adding some more randomness in just for a little while. They have I would call it seasons of content where they change things out. Sometimes you'll get like something called a buddy, which works in tandem with the character you're playing. Sometimes you'll get quests will give you powerful rewards. Sometimes you'll have like random prizes, and sometimes nothing will be going on. So it's always fresh, and this new season looks amazing to me. Oh man, I need a Rockstar. Anyway, so the Space Marine 2 extended gameplay trailer came out, and honestly, it's mostly a walking simulator to show you the world and show you how gorgeous everything looks in next gen. And for the most part, it's kind of boring for me, but it looks nice. That I don't know. I've barely played the original Space Marine game, so let's put that out there. But right now, this looks like kind of a nightmare to control for me. I'm not really seeing how I target when he shoots, and it looks like button time reactions when like a nid jumps on you to like kill it before it does damage. Like the shooting, I don't know what he's shooting at there, so that's kind of weird for me. But it's gorgeous. It's still in development. Hopefully, this is a beautifully polished project in game when it comes out. I'm going to try to run through the original Space Marine game, although it's full of shaky cam. Thankfully, this trailer has less shaky cam than the other game, but I would love it if there was an option to shut that off because I really hate it. But it looks good. And then, yes, we're fighting chaos again to the irk of a lot of people. But yeah, Forces of Tzeentch, Sand Marines, magical shooty dudes. These guys are back, and nice to see in a video game format. And it's in one way it's kind of disappointing for some people. Another way it's a little awesome because some people don't want chaos in the game. They want us to just be killing Xenos. Another way it's just like, well, it'd be nice to explore someone else besides Nurgle. And I feel like dealing with a magical chaos god is sounds like a lot of fun. I feel like you can have some crazy level design. So we'll see. All right, so the next two things I want to show you are some just two interesting finds on Etsy as far as like Blitz Bowl games are concerned. The first one is cute but dumb, and I won't get it. And the second one is cool, and I'm not sure if I would get it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. So I'll show you. So sharks are somehow in. I've come across two shark teams, and this one looks like a fun Hawaiian, not Hawaiian, fun beach themed shark team thing here, even with a pinup shark girl. So yeah, for you furry crazies out there, ew. But I don't know. I kind of feel, I kind of wish I get the fun silly team thing, but I would like these guys a bit more serious. I do. The sculpts are interesting, but again, I can do without the onesie suits and the pajama pants and the water gun here. But it's cool looking, and I gotta say, if anything, he's just a fun painting project for me. So if you're looking for a fun painting project, or you don't mind the goofy, silly, and you just want something, Summer Sharks by Calverd 3D. You can find these on Etsy right now. I don't know if any of these people that I'm showing you are authorized to sell things. They could just be jerks who stole the STLs and are selling them. I don't know. But I came across a cool team. I'm sharing it with you guys, and I hope you like it. So, yeah, you work out the rest on your own. Now, here's a cooler shark team. Here we go. Now, these guys are a bit more angry, they're about to play some Blitz Bowl thing. Some of them are holding balls. And I think this is kind of fun. I love the balls here. I like their little things. This guy looks super cool. These guys look a bit more in line of what I want from a Blitz Bowl team. My question is, what do I make them? Do I give them human rules? Do I give them dinosaur rules? Do we make up a shark team rule set, which I feel like you kind of have to, but I don't know. In the meantime, what do you play them as? I love the sculpts. I don't know anything about this printer. I don't know who is selling this. Love 4K print. I never bought from this person before, but they got some cool stuff, and I want. So yeah. Next, Samba de Amigo is coming back to the Switch, and this is something I might get. I think it looks fun. Jazz and I do enjoy flailing our arms like idiots, and yeah. This looks like a lot of fun. Hopefully it's sanely priced. available now. Let's see how much it's going for. Digital, 40 bucks. 40 bucks isn't bad. Now let's just see how well it plays. But I just think this looks cool. I feel like this is something Jazz and I would enjoy, and my kittens are talking. All right, next game. Let's go back here. Cat Quest 3 has just been announced. Jasmine has loved the original Cat Quest. Cat Quest 2 was fun. Jasmine played through that a bit, and it has multiplayer, so if you want to play with your partner, we played through it a little bit together, and it was cute. It's really cute. So having a Cat Quest 3 come out is happy. We're definitely getting this game. It looks super nice. It's a super adorable game, and hopefully they bring back multiplayer. We'll see. So, where are we at here? In my last video, you heard me complain how I just did not like how the Cities of Sigmar miniatures looked. Well, One Page Rules is here to not really rip off, Warhammer, and make their own things, coincidentally timed around the same release. And I think these guys look much cooler. I love the nautical pirate theme for most of these dudes, and I think this just looks better than what we've seen from the Cities of Sigmar that was shown before. So yeah, if I had a reliable person to print these for me to buy from, I would get this and then the Cities of Sigmar rules, because I want to know the lore of the Cities of Sigmar. Maybe they might be fun to play with, and if I did want to play with them, I would want cooler minis and what's available. And these guys look at him. He has a monkey. He is a pirate with a freaking pipe and a monkey. This horse-drawn thing with a dude casting spells on top, missiles, like powered by an octopus. This is awesome to me. I want it dearly. So yeah, and in case you want more Warhammer inspired products, they have their own Legions of Votann or dwarf guilds. I mean, okay, yeah, this is obviously they're trying to like rip off a bit of the stuff, but these sculpts look cool, and I do honestly like most of the League of Votann stuff, but these guys are pretty close to being awesome enough to get too as like proxies. So I love them. I think they're cool sculpts. My only problem with this is they only officially sell through onlygames.co, and again, I've had that one bad experience with shopping with them, and yeah, kind of. Now that makes me not want to buy anything One Page Rules, because I don't want to support only games anymore. Okay, so we talked Weeby before, like the anime that I was watching. Jazz and I came across this new anime like I think 2 days ago, Boarding School Juliet, and it is a cute, dumb, fun gag romance shonen anime, and she and I love it. I just think it's fun. It's like really lighthearted. You think it's going to be heavier than it is, and it's just dumb fun. And that's pretty much our favorite jams. So, as a bunch of you may have known already, there is now a One Piece Netflix show, and I am not a fan of the casting as per usual when it comes to Netflix stuff. I had no hope for this show, but it's out today. And because it's out today, I rushed out my first One Piece cosplay interview from Otakon, this year's Otakon. And I'm probably going to do something I've never done before and rush out the rest of my One Piece content, because as you may have known from my last few videos, I'm really trying to push myself into being a YouTube partner, and so I need more watch hour views and I need more subscribers. And one of the things that helps with that is like having content related to the new hot thing, and that's One Piece. So I've taken, I believe, 3 interviews of One Piece cosplayers at this year's Otakon. One of them's out right now, and I have 2 more to put out. I'm gonna try to knock one out tonight and one out tomorrow, so I have all 3 out by the weekend. Hopefully this pushes us past the 1,000 subscriber mark, and hopefully it pushes us past the 4,000 watch hour mark. Now, we've just, good news, made it past the 3,000 watch hour mark, so in theory, I was supposed to be able to apply for the YouTube Partner Program and get like YouTube memberships and some other things, but for some reason it's not showing up on my account. So maybe it's going to take a day or so for it to come through, but we'll see. So now I'm aiming for the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subs, and that's why I'm doing that. But I actually watched a bit of the One Piece Netflix show today. I fast forwarded a lot, and it was okay. I mean, I'm still not 100% sold on the cast, but it's what we got. They're not horrible, and the show isn't horrible. It seems to stick pretty true with what I remember from the manga and the anime, and that's a good thing. It doesn't seem like they shoehorn too much what we did not want them to shoehorn into the show, and thankfully for now, at least the cast isn't going crazy in public. I mean, I'm sure some of you may remember that nut job who worked on Cowboy Bebop, who she did not want to seemingly want to be Faye or respect the community, and that was a poop show. And thankfully, so far the cast here has either been quiet or enthusiastic about the project. I mean, who knows? But I think for now, if you're a One Piece fan, it seems like it's worth a watch. If you're bored looking for something to watch and you're kind of weeby, it's worth a watch. And yeah, hopefully you like it. I mean, again, I'm not ever really gonna try to be like poop on something. Oh, you should boycott the show. Oh, you shouldn't like it. No, no, no. If you like it, you like it. You want to watch it, you want to watch it. That's cool for you. I gave it a chance. I think it's okay. I think we're gonna get a lot of One Piece cosplayers now coming into at the next anime season at cosplay conventions, and that's okay. Anything that gets more people into it, into everything of the world, is great. More people that gets people into wanting to cosplay is great. More variety in the cosplay scene is great. And right now it is mostly just a few things like Genshin Impact and My Hero and a few others. So bringing the One Piece in, I'm okay with it. We'll see. Anywho, so yeah, I hope you like it. And next, another show Jazz and I are watching, My Happy Marriage. This is just a cute little romance with a bit of supernatural sprinkled in. That's also getting more and more supernaturally, but I like it. It's slow going. It's kind of cute, but I see a little bit of my past sprinkled into this show. I also appreciate the way the characters are done. It's a very pretty show, and it's a relaxing watch, so I recommend it. Next, I came across this on Reddit, and I thought it was really, really cool. It's a turtle Tau greater good miniature. And they linked where to find the free digital download for the SDL from the creator. And I think he looks awesome. So first, I just want to show you this guy. I have the beginnings of a Tau army, but realistically, I just want to paint him up because he looks cool. And honestly, I'm actually frustrated with Games Workshop because I feel like this should be in canon something with the Tau Empire. Like the whole Tau Empires, they have all these worlds, all these other races coming together, and we have Tau, we have Kroot, we have Flex Wing, Viper Wing. There's some flying ones and some Kroot doggies, and that's it. To me, I'm like, why aren't there Tau humans? There's humans in the Tau Empire. Why aren't there more aliens brought into the Tau Empire so we could have more like sculpts going on? So who knows? Maybe Games Workshop will steal this idea and make it canon, and I hope they do because this is awesome. So this is the picture of the cool thing. This is where you could find it on Cult 3D. They said look up Orange Blue Hue. They're the creator of this, and let's see if I can click this. Yeah, so Space Turtles Heavy Battle Team. Support them on patreon.com/orange blue hue. And so this particular SDL is free to download. It's funny enough, this sculpt doesn't look that good, but was printed on the Warhammer, the printed Warhammer community site that I found this on looked much better, so they probably had a better printer. But this looks great. I would love to do this as a painting project. I think this looks sensational. Look at him. It's adorable. Comes with various heads you could try out. So again, this one is free to download. I wish I knew somebody with a 3D printer because I want. This is so cool. All right. So again, and if you want to support this talented creator, Orange Blue Hue on Patreon. This is their Patreon. And yeah, so far they're doing pretty good. Better than I am, so good. They deserve it. And speaking of supporting, let's refresh this real quick. We are up to 975 subscribers, and that's awesome. Let's see if I click this real quick. It's not something horrible. All right, I get some comments I have to immediately delete. But we're almost up to the 1,000 subscriber mark. Like I said earlier, we're doing pretty great on watch hours, And that's all awesome. I'm super happy for that. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And if you like our content, just go to the channel, look at our links. You can find the various places that we have. We have a Facebook page, Instagram page, Patreon if you want to support. And that's pretty much that. I hope you're all good. I hope you have a great night, and I hope you have a awesome weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.